Take a look at the phone you're probably holding in your hand right now. Now, what if I told you that in about a decade, this thing is going to be completely obsolete? And what replaces it? Well, it's not another phone. It's something straight out of a sci-fi movie. And that brings us to this really wild question. What if, by 2035, our main connection to the digital world isn't a screen we stare down at, but a tiny, powerful computer that we wear directly in our eyes?
I want you to just picture this for a second. The year is 2035. That cutting-edge, super advanced phone you have today. It's basically a brick. It's a piece of ancient technology sitting in a museum exhibit, right next to the fossils. And why? Because the internet isn't in your hand anymore. It's in your eye.
But wait a minute. How on earth do you cram an entire computer into a contact lens? It sounds impossible, right? Well, let's actually break down the anatomy of this incredible technology, because the engineering behind it is mind-boggling. It all starts with this special polymer shell. It's got to be tough, but also breathable, so you can wear it all day long and not even notice it's there. Then you've got these tiny embedded microbatteries for power. But the real magic, the secret sauce, is in the transparent conductors and the revolutionary display they light up, all layered together seamlessly. And the material that makes this whole thing possible, it's called graphene. Seriously, this stuff is a super material. Think of it as invisible wiring. It's 200 times stronger than steel, it conducts electricity perfectly, and it's almost completely transparent. Without it, the idea of a see-through computer just wouldn't work.
And then you have the display itself. And this is where things get really crazy. The leap in visual quality is just staggering. A really high-end smartphone today has, maybe 460 pixels per inch? This Bionic lens has 14,000. At that kind of density, the image projected onto your eye would be completely indistinguishable from reality.
I love how the source material puts it. You're literally wearing an IMAX theater on your eye. And that's the key, right? This isn't just a slightly better screen, it's a fundamental shift. Just imagine having a perfect, infinite display for movies, for gaming, for work. That's just there, anywhere you go, anytime you want.
So, okay, the technology is obviously incredible. But what would it actually cost to wear an IMAX theater on your eye? Let's take a look at the economics, because this is about to create a massive, massive new market. And the answer might actually surprise you. Even with all that futuristic material and advanced tech, once the factories are humming along, the actual manufacturing cost for a single lens is projected to be just $70 to $120. Of course, that's not what we'd pay. The expected retail price for a standard pair of these lenses would probably land somewhere in the $400 to $600 range, which, when you think about it, puts it right in line with today's mid-range smartphones. And naturally, there's going to be a premium model, right around $999. Just like people pay $1,000 for the top-of-the-line iPhone today, there will absolutely be a high-end version of these lenses for people who want the absolute best. The marketing playbook stays the same. Of course, a technology this revolutionary won't be developed in a vacuum. It is going to spark a fierce, fierce global race. So who are the key players trying to dominate this new frontier? Who's going to win? Well, this global race is going to play out on a few key fronts. You'll have South Korea, with giants like Samsung and LG leveraging their manufacturing power to make these lenses fast and cheap. Meanwhile, the US will probably focus on the high-end software, the augmented reality, and maybe even framing this as a health tech device. Japan, of course, will contribute its deep expertise in micro-optics. And China? They could corner the affordable mass market, maybe bringing a $99 model to millions of people. All right, so the tech exists, the market is there, and entire countries are competing. What happens when this actually becomes our reality? Let's explore how daily life as we know it will fundamentally, completely change. First up, follow the money. That $500 billion smartphone market doesn't just vanish. That capital is going to flood into all new sectors. Biotech, companies building the hardware, AR optics, microelectronics, and of course, the massive new data markets and even neural interfaces that this technology creates. But the biggest change is how we're going to interact with technology itself. I mean, forget swiping and tapping. The new user interface is your body. See a beautiful sunset you want to capture? You just blink. That's it, photo taken. See something you approve of, whether it's online or right in front of you in the real world? A simple wink acts as a like. Suddenly, social media becomes this instantaneous physical gesture. And here is where it gets really disruptive.
You could just glance at someone and their public social media profile, their interests, their status. It could all appear right in your field of vision. The barrier between our digital lives and our physical identities, it just completely dissolves.
This is also going to create a brand new and very visible social hierarchy. The elite will have the expensive, invisible lenses. The middle class might wear more noticeable AR glasses made of carbon fiber, and then you'll have the true pioneers, the bravest among us, who go for direct neural implants. And speaking of those implants, while they might seem pretty extreme right now, the cost is projected to fall dramatically. A neurochip that's $2,500 today could be half that by 2035. And that suddenly brings direct mind-to-mind communication out of science fiction and into the realm of possibility. So, after this entire journey, from the tech to the price to these massive societal shifts, it all comes down to a personal decision.
And that's the ultimate question here. When this technology arrives, and it seems like it will, which side will you be on? Are you going to be among the first to embrace the future and put a computer in your eye? Or will you hold on to that piece of ancient technology we all call a phone?